Good morning, YouTube. It's me, always George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Body Talk, coming to you live on YouTube. Well, folks, time is flying by, and we have a couple of shows coming up this weekend. These are shows of qualification for next year's Olympia, and this show right here is the Atlantic Coast Pro. It's in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. It's been a while for quite some time. It's a very popular show, and they have a deep list, especially for women's physique. It's also a show that's qualification for the 2025 Olympia, and also it's qualification for the 2025 Masters Olympia, meaning it's both a Pro-Am and also it's a Masters and Open show. And we have deep lists here. We have here the list for women's physique. A lot of competitors here. I mean, some ladies who competed just about a couple weeks ago at the Clash, and a couple ladies who competed at the Olympia almost pretty much a month or so ago. And since it's a Masters show, we have competitors in women 40 plus, women 50 and 55 plus. Like I said, there's a lot of competitors. Some of the competitors who are competing in the Masters are, some of them are competing Open and Masters, and some are just competing exclusively in the Master classes. So, we have a deep list. First person on the list is, I should have guessed it. She won this show last year after she lost her Miss Physique Olympia title, and that is the former champion, Nadia Abraham Cuello. And she just last week, was it 2 weeks ago, did the Clash where she won that show. She is first runner-up to Sarah Vegas at the Olympia this year. And now it's another show she's doing. And I'm just wondering, why jump on this show? I mean, she won a show last year after she lost the title to Sarah Vegas. And now again, I think she's going to take out another competitor for opportunity chance for Olympia. Like I said again, I'm always, I'm indifferent on this. I'm going to always be indifferent on this. When anybody's already qualified, get your spot, you're taking up. I mean, I understand everybody's saying, yeah, it's about her job, blah, blah, but still, it's just still not fair. No matter how much anybody can come in best shape they come in, you still have to face like either a top competitor like her, and it just so it stacks the chips against you, really, truthfully. Next up we have here is Ashley Bader. She last competed at the Arizona Pro last year. And then we have here is also CC Barbara, and she last competed at the Legion Sports Festival. She's competed quite a few shows. She's been a pro for quite some time. Next up we have here is one Miss Kara Baroof, and she competed at the show last year. We hadn't seen her. I think she was active this year. I think she did a couple of shows. Next we have is Tatiana Balut. And I believe Miss Balut competed just recently at the Romanian Muscle Fest, I believe. Yeah, she was on the list. And she also did the Texas Pro. Next up we have here is one Marcela Corona. And she competed at the Clash a couple of weeks ago. I believe that was her pro debut. Next up we have here is one Miss Candice Carr. And Miss Carr has been in the game for a long time. Long-time competitor. Originally, at one point she was in women's bodybuilding, but later on she switched to women's physique. We last saw her compete at the Toronto Super Show, and that's been since this summer. Wow, time has flying. Next up we have here one Miss Mary Cruz, and she competed at the Masters World Championship, which is, I think that should be a great, they should make that also Olympic qualification show too. I mean, it's only fair. I don't know. It's something you got to talk to Gary Udit about. Next up we have here is Jennifer Earnhardt, and I believe this is going to be her second show since she became a pro. We have here a lady who had the pleasure of having on my channel for any of you want, Miss Jessica Hofsteller. Remember, Jessica turned pro originally in figure, but made her pro debut in women's physique at the New York Pro. Been in contact with her. I hope she does well this show. She has a impressive physique, great body. I mean, I remember I saw a picture of her before. I thought she had potential for women's physique, more for figure. But, she made a jump and did her pro debut at the New York Pro. Also, she's doing open. She's doing, I think, women's over 40. And I hope she does well. Next up we have is a lady I have the pleasure to have on my channel, and that is the lovely Marika Jones. Miss Jones has been in the game for quite some time. Last year she was busy. She was burning up a storm. Then she got her first Olympic qualification. She's the last lady to have won at the St. Louis Pro. As you know, St. Louis is not going to have women's physique next year. She did New York and then the Olympia. And did pretty good. 7th in the world in women's physique division. I mean, it's pretty good. 7th in the world. And, she said she was doing the show. So, wish her best of luck. Next up we have is one Miss Lorena LaFleur, if I got the name wrong, and she competed at the Atlanta Pro. She turned pro, I believe, last year, and this is going to be her second show in her pro debut. Next up, we have here one Tamsin Larson, and I believe she turned pro some time ago. Originally was in figure, but now she made the switch to physique. Next up, we have is LaDon McDay, and this was a big surprise when I saw this on the list. As you know, LaDon has been in women's bodybuilding for quite some time. She was with physique, but the past 2 years she was doing women's bodybuilding. She took a step back for a couple of years, had seen her compete, and we last saw her competing in women's bodybuilding at the 2023 World Bodybuilding Championship to Rising Phoenix. Amazing physique. I think she probably felt like she needs to take a step back. I think it's probably good for her because I don't know. Sometimes her physique has been, she remember she won qualification. Actually, she won was it Olympic qualification back in I think 2020 at the you remember the Savannah Pro. That was the last time I free. No, 2022, but it was 2021 she won her qualification to Savannah Pro. It was kind of me, I was on the fence on that, But like I said, you know how it is, But, great competitor, and I think going down back to physique probably was a better move for her. Next up, we have a lady who also had a pleasure on my channel, lovely Mrs. Teresa Myers. Miss Myers actually has competed in physique before, but the last 2 years she's doing wellness. And, as you know, she was officially one of my first wellness pros on my channel. I mean, I've interviewed, my friend Jada, she switched over to wellness, and I have interviewed ladies and amateurs who were wellness, but she is truly my first real wellness competitor. She decided to make the switch because I think she feels like where her body is, I think physique is a better division for her. If you look at the girls in figure, in wellness, pretty much most of them will either one point, either physique or figure. So let's see how she does. She's also doing women's over 40, and I hope she does well in any of those divisions. I might get her a Olympic qualification for Masters. Next up we have is Tessera Ota, and she also last competed at the Kalash. She's been a pro since 2022, made a pro debut in 2023, and this is going to be a second show for the year. One lady, I could not find a picture on her. Her name is Nina Nan. She's from Brazil. So this might be her pro debut. I can't get much information on her. Next up we have one Miss Heather Rigsby. This is going to be her third show. Miss Rigsby is a Florida native. She done the Daytona Pro. She done the Clash, and now this show. She's been in the top 2 in the last 2 shows. And it's going to be tough knowing that you have Natalie Coelho in number 1. Press Physique. Maybe if the right show, she could probably finally get a Olympic qualification. I know it's tough. You go twice against a top competitor like Natalie. It's just tough. But like I said, I hope she does get a chance to get to Olympia maybe next year. Next up we have is one Miss Diana Schneid. As you know, Miss Schneid is originally from Germany, but she's been living in the U.S. for quite some time. Model, competitor. She also done the Clash. She did both, I believe, women's open and also women's, Masters. She's also doing it here at this show. Next up we have is one Taja Schroeder. She's originally from Germany, and she's also doing both open and Masters. Next up we have is one Stephanie Wagner, and she's competing here also in Masters. She last competed at the Daytona. And here we also have one Miss Trish Wood. And Miss Wood has been competing for a long time. She last competed is the Clash, where she won both. She won her Masters Olympic qualification, competed both in Masters and Open, and she made top 5 of that show. And she's qualified for the next year's Masters Olympia. And she took some time off, and last time she competed was back in 2020, and that was at the Olympia. Impressive lady, great physique. Been in contact with her. Hope maybe we can get her back on, and maybe get her thoughts and spirits after doing this show, especially coming back after being out of not competing for nearly 4 years. Now up here we have one Miss Carlina Alex Pickens. If I got a name wrong, I want to apologize. Now she's doing women's Masters over 40. which possibly might get her qualification for next year's Masters Olympia. Next up, we have here one Miss Nana Salavia, and she's also from Brazil. And she's also going to be, this might be her American debut. I think she turned pro about a couple of years ago. Like I said, I don't got much information on her. Next up, we have here one Miss Julia Bowley, and she last competed at the Daytona Pro. She's been a pro for quite some time, so this is going to be her second show for the year. I think a second or third. I've been following her for a bit. She follows me on social media, so I hope she wishes her best of luck. Next up, we have here one Miss Melanie Sullivan, and she also last competed at the Daytona, and also some other shows too. So this is going to be a show she's going to do, and I think she's just doing women's over 40, and also I believe she's doing women over 50. And also we have here again is one Miss Brewer Elkerod, and she's also competed both. And she's doing women over 50 in this show. She's competed quite some time. She did a few shows, I think, this year also. And we have here also one lady I had pleasure to interview on my channel. One Miss, no, I have not yet interviewed her yet, but we'll talk about doing an interview. Rachel Jaffe, and Miss Jaffe competed at the Clash, and also she did. I think she did. I don't think she did the open part. She might have did both open and masters. I'm trying to remember, but she competed the Clash. She was in. I think she's in top 5 at the Clash, or I'm trying to remember. But like I said, impressive lady. We've been in contact with her. I hope to get her on for an interview. And right here we have one Dr. Janetta Martin. And Miss Martin, she was a cancer survivor. She took some time off from bodybuilding, and she last competed at the Daytona Pro. So this is going to be a second show for her this year. Anyway, the Clash is going to start tomorrow. That's Saturday. That's going to be the amateur part. And the pro part is going to be on Sunday. Am I going to watch it? Nah. Like I said, pretty much I already know the outcome of this show. Like I said, it's getting close to the holidays, so, I'm saving my money for other things coming up, like, Thanksgiving's coming, so you really want to get ready for that. I'm just saying like this, we all know the outcome of this. Natalya is top level competitor. I know it's about competition, but when you come in here, you are multiple time top competitor at Olympia, a former champion. The judges are going to go with you. Even if that person comes in, if the other people come in their best condition, best physique, the judges are going to lean towards the person who, just comes in just in top condition. I'm not, like I say again, I'm not saying she don't deserve it, but I honestly says, yeah, she don't. I'm going to be fair. I'm going to be truthful. You know me by now. I'm just going to be telling, I can't be the type of person that's going to be get along to get along. If I see something that's just not, you feel like the chips are stacked against you, I'm going to say it. I feel it truthfully. She's going to win the show. No point in me watching it. I hope that Marika at least get in the top 5, if not taking second place. I think she's a great physique. I hope she does well. I hope all the ladies also do pretty well this show. But we pretty much know who's going to win it. So it's not worth it. I will announce it once it comes out. I'm not going to watch it. Like I said again, and I just wish best of luck to all the competitors. I know some ladies who've been in contact with me saying they still don't like it, but others understand it's about competition. But still, when you are already the top level competitor in your division, it really stacks the chip against anybody else. Even if you come in the best condition, you could come in. It's just, you already know the writing's on the wall. The judge is going to go with her. Unless she's just slightly off. She's got to be just slightly off enough for somebody to win this show. But we all know what's going to happen. It's inevitable. That's all it is. So best of luck to all the ladies. Hope it's a great show. And I will announce it, once if everything's said and done. So, best of luck. And we should be on our way to the page, aka the Emperor of Female Body Talk. Don't like, subscribe. I'm out.